Brexit negotiators face an uphill battle to finalize the future trade and security deal as stark differences in the row over fisheries linger over the process. Sources close to the EU-UK talks confirmed the major dispute about fishing rights in Britain's coastal waters remains unsolved. The totemic issue threatens to derail the wrangling over the future relationship pact, with Downing Street and France both holding out against concessions. But Michel Barnier, the EU's chief Brexit negotiator, was said to be working on a potential compromise in the hope of ending the impasse in the coming days. If not, a no-deal exit seems all but inevitable. Both teams are meeting in Brussels today after reports of progress made during a series of intensified talks in London. EU chief Ursula von der Leyen said good progress is being made in the trade talks. However, she claimed more work needs to be done on fisheries and the so-called level playing field. She said, "We're making good progress, but there are two critical issues. Level playing field in the fisheries, where we would like to see more progress." A source close to the UK negotiating team said there had been little movement in the row over fishing opportunities. Difficult issues remain difficult, they added. Boris Johnson has been adamant any future EU-UK trade deal must respect Britain's coastal sovereignty and ensure the government controls access to its waters. Yesterday, France's Erupt minister issued a dire threat to Mr Barnier and the UK. Clement Beaune told the Senate, "The face of Brexit will be the face of our fishermen, so we must be able to tell them that their interests were protected. There is no reason for us to give in to British pressure." France, supported by Belgium and Denmark, are holding out for the bloc's original demands to maintain status quo access to the UK's fishing grounds as the price for a trade deal. President Emmanuel Macron has previously claimed he would rather veto a pact instead of sacrifice his fishermen. Trawlermen in northern France have warned they face being put out of business if they can't catch fish in the English Channel after Brexit. The country's politically influential fishing industry relies on its access to UK waters, with some 98,000 tons of fish caught off Britain's coast in 2011 to 2015. Left unresolved, the issue will likely sink any chance of a Brexit pact between the UK and EU. Mr Barnier insists there will be no trade deal without an agreement on future fishing opportunities. Christoph Hansen, a senior Brexit envoy for the European Parliament, claimed both sides have room to maneuver to find a fair deal. He said, "I believe there is room to maneuver to get a good agreement that is as fair as possible." Brussels negotiators are threatening to block UK access to EU transport and energy markets unless Mr Johnson backs down. Mr Hansen said the UK could be given preferential access to deliver energy to the EU in return for more generous terms for European trawler workers. The Luxembourg MEP said, "The UK wants to deliver to the EU's energy market and we want to maintain the status quo for our fishermen. Those are compromises we could make. Both the UK and EU have strengths and weaknesses." Discussions over the future relationship are expected to continue in Brussels until early next week. An EU official said, "Talks continue in Brussels today and for the next few days. Fisheries remains one of the toughest issues to solve in the coming days, with the subject still shown as a red light on the EU's traffic light system for progress." Mr Johnson and Commission President Ursula von der Leyen could be called upon as early as Tuesday to hold talks to try to broker a final compromise.